of Ireland and South America or South Africa.
Oh, that's cute. A war for freedom.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm playing as France, so I'm exporting the revolution. Even though I'm a monarchy. Yeah.
I like that. Viva la revolution somewhere else.
Actually, pretty much so. Uh, all right, a little bit of history time. After the end of Napoleon, the House of Bourbon took back control, and they're called the Legitimists. And nobody liked them, so they were kicked out, and the House of Orleans took over, and they were run by basically they backed big business basically. So the Orleanists were doing a pretty good job of industrializing and making France like actually pretty good. But Napoleon's nephew was able to be a real pain in their ass and eventually lead a coup and create the Second French Empire. So I just decided I don't want Napoleon in my game. So I spent the first 40 years telling him to piss up a rope. Oh, he is it is a challenge. Anyway, it's a good game. Victoria 3 is a very good game. Anyway, are you recording right now?
Yeah. Been recording, not the whole time, but I've been recording for a little while.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Because it's already 8:48, so let's get started. And hello, welcome to Outwit, Outplay, Outcast, the Survivor podcast of the Night of the Geeks Network. We're going to be doing our draft and other general rigmarole of season 49. Drop the 4, keep the 9. There's no name for this one. It's just Survivor 49, right? Yeah. They haven't done a name for a while. Okay.
Not in the new era.
Good. Yeah. Which is fine. I like it. At the very least, Survivor 50. You don't need a name, and then after that, I feel like 51. No, maybe do more, but yeah. So if this were a state, this would be the state of Alaska. No, Hawaii.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Hawaii. This would be the state of Hawaii. Survivor 49.
Now I have to double check now.
Yeah,
it was Alaska. You're right. It was Alaska.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Hawaii is last.
Yeah, Hawaii, Alaska was held up because some senator. This is a possibly apocryphal story, but I always liked it, so whatever. Some pissant people from Texas were trying to block their statehood because they were no longer going to be the largest state in the country. So the Alaska delegation said, if you want, we can break into 2 states, and then you can be the third largest state in the country. And Texas stopped resisting.
Yeah, I love Texas. What a bunch of snowflakes.
Yeah, Texas sucks. Texans, there are plenty of good Texans. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
From Texas, but Texas, the state sucks. Way too hot, way too humid. I don't like it.
I mean, that's like everywhere outside of California. It's either way too hot or way too humid.
No, like I said many a time, I really like Maryland. I really like Washington, west of the Cascades. East, yeah, that's way too hot. Way too hot, way too humid, way too Nazi. So no, thank you. But west of the Cascades, yeah, it's nice. What else have I love Chicago, but then again, I was there for 5 days, and the weather was pretty good until the last day. So for all I know, 4 out of 5 days of the year, they have great weather.
There you go. That's good enough.
Notably nice weather, Chicago.
Speaking of number 4.
It's actually really funny. So I went there.
You go. Tell us your funny story.
I went there to see, I'm a white person, so of course I got to see Wait, Don't Tell Me. And I was there in the audience, and they even commented on the weather. Peter Sagal said something effective. If you've never been here before, our weather is always like this. And then he just, one of the things you got to see when you go see him live is they like to swear. He's like, no, seriously, no one fucking tell all of you out-of-towners. I was like, yeah, that's great. I love one of my what's the opposite of a pet peeve? My pet wonderfuls is hearing public radio people swear. Oh, I love it.
What is the opposite of a pet peeve? Is there a technical word for that? Okay, is this anti-pet peeve?
Fetish?
That's stupid. Anti-pet peeve is
fetish.
That's
no, yeah, that's dumb.
Fetish.
That's worse than anti-establishmentarianism.
I like fetish because it's not just that it's gone from bad to good, but also a pet peeve is like a little thing, and a fetish is like a big thing for you.
Yeah, no,
it flips both axes of that phrase.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But a nice, my secret pleasure, I guess, my guilty, not even a guilty pleasure, maybe guilty pleasure is the closest we can come up with. My other guilty pleasure, of course, is the fact that we have a Survivor podcast, which we don't tell anyone about. It's basically just
You don't,
chatting away. By the way, I
because
should say,
you're ashamed.
I keep forgetting that since this is always somebody's first episode, especially when we do these first season drafts and whatever, we tend to get listeners. So we should say that I am Nick. The one who says, was just talking, that is Andy. And the one who almost never talks is Brian.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
in Greatest Generation, they're like a little bit embarrassed to have a podcast for Star Trek. You're
We're
very
very
embarrassed. You're super embarrassed to have this podcast.
Yeah, I really am. I don't tell anyone that it exists. And
I love it.
yeah.
Speaking of embarrassing things, there are 4 players who were already booted from this season for breaking the pre-show rules. It's the most in the history of the show.
How booted from the season? How do you mean?
They
Four.
were
Who were the 4? I heard 2. When did
they
the
were
other
brought
2
all
come?
the way to Fiji, and while they were in Fiji, they couldn't follow the rules about not communicating with each other. Because while you're there before the season starts for a couple days, right? And you're allowed to look at other people, right? But there's no communication. You're not allowed to speak to any other players in any kind of way, right? The game cannot start
No
before
hand
the
signals or
marooning.
nothing.
Right. And even they have strict rules, like on the boat, on the way to the marooning, you're not allowed to talk. And they also encourage you not even to look at each other. That's why on the boats, they're always like looking out over the ocean, because they don't want to break that rule. It's like one of their hard and fast rules that you do not, and on the boats too, even mid-season, they're not allowed to talk to each other on the boat because they can't film that. And if they can't film it, then it can't happen. So like and they had 4 players this season break that rule before they even got to the boat. And so there's 4 alternates on this one.
So, and I get that, and that makes sense to me, and that's good. But when they say they're separated out and they can't, before they even get on the boat, are they all like in a big room together, or are they all in like a hotel and they each have a room to themselves? How does the separation work?
They're before they go on the marooning, they're at Ponderosa.
Yeah.
And there's individual rooms for all of them, but there's like a communal eating room, right? And I know they do lunches. I know they do lunches and shifts so that you can have enough space between the other castaways. But I don't know all the details. I know somebody did say, I think it was Rachel Lamont, maybe. I think she said that like it's tricky too during some of the press stuff beginning before the season starts, because some of that will all happen in one room, right?
Yeah.
And you can't like, they have to make sure that you're out of earshot of other players when they have like the press go around and talk to everybody. So it's all like spaced out very precisely. And while you're doing the interview, you're not supposed to even do like body language, eye communication with other players. Like they're watching you the entire time.
That's really interesting, because you'd think, like, I understand what they're doing, and I agree with what they're doing. You want to keep the game,
Pure.
you want to keep the players. Say what you were going to say.
They want to keep the game pure and confined to what you see on the screen.
Yeah, I get that. I agree with that. You don't want people forming an alliance before the cameras are even on them. So I understand that. I do think it's a little silly that mid-game on a boat they can't like say, "Hey, how's it going?" or whatever, that sort of thing.
I don't know what the penalty would be for that. I know all 4 of these people were warned. They don't just like see it once and then kick you off, right? They did the whole work of casting you and everything and getting your ass out there. Like they're going to give you warnings. They're going to give you plenty of time to correct your behavior, but still, nah.
Yeah, okay. Because you'd think that because it seems like there's a lot that could go wrong. So you'd think that they would have solved for that by now. But I guess this is the first time that 4 people have been kicked off. Do you know in the past if anybody's been kicked off that way?
I know it's happened before. I just know that 4 is the most ever. This is the most alternates in a season.
Interesting.
Well, it kind of has to be a multiple of 2.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. What if I was like, what if you were on the other side of the room, Brian, and I was making like fuck me eyes at you, right?
Yeah.
And you were just like no, and trying your best to not look and not pay attention. Like that could just be me.
Yeah, like Brian, you got a point that it very likely would be in multiples of 2, because it would be people pre-game
Or at
like,
least
hey,
minimum. I mean, 3 people
Yeah.
could be talking to each other, I guess. But
Yeah. But like I could see an instance where one person is trying to talk to a bunch of people and everyone else is like playing by the rules and they're like, all right, we need to get rid of this one person.
Yeah.
They keep trying to break it. And yeah. So I could see that. Wow. Oh, interesting.
So the alternates
Do
are Jason from Anaheim, MC. Where's MC? MC from Texas, currently living in San Diego. Sage. Where's Sage on here? Sage from Olympia. And Sophie. There's 2 Sophies. I don't remember which one it is. I wrote it down with an E, so it's probably Sophie Segretti and not Sophie Balerdi. But they're interestingly kind of similar.
yeah, they're both Italians.
Yeah, Segretti Balerdi.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm loading up the documents. I just realized that when we draft, I need to know the names of these people.
Yeah, you can draft them by
Number
name and
piece.
occupation.
Oh my gosh, where?
Brian, did you do any preparation for this?
yeah, I watched the video you sent. And
Okay,
then,
okay.
Like, literally, like
oh.
90% of these people seem like they're completely insufferable.
I wouldn't say you know what, Brian? I know Nick doesn't watch this. He doesn't usually participate in our pre-draft kind of dish about the interview stuff. But like I wouldn't say these are insufferable. They're just like, aside from 2 or 3 of them, they're all really generic. Like if I said, imagine a Survivor player, that would fit 90% of these people. Like they would come to mind immediately for most folks.
Then there's Riz God.
Yeah, Riz God.
Oh my
Oh
god.
God, which one is Riz?
Riz God's in,
Rizzo.
Riz God's in.
Rizzo? Okay.
He's in tech sales and he lives in Yonkers.
I'm telling you right now, he's my problematic Pete bet. I'm taking him. But you know, I have a apprehension about this season because they've been putting so much time, effort, and thought into season 50. I would love to be proven wrong, but I have an unfortunate thought that what's going to end up happening is this is going to be the afterthought season. This is going to be the we need to have a season before season 50, and this is just going to be a thing. And so I hope it's not that, but based on what you're saying, where it sounds like they're all just, I am Survivor guy number 2, a bunch of Chip Dipson and Dip Jobsons. I just don't feel that confident.
Well, Shannon there on the bottom right literally said, the world does revolve around me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, also she's a wellness specialist, and that means nothing.
See, I would agree with you, Nick, except like there's 2 returning players from this season. I don't know if they just committed to that. Yeah, for 50,
Yeah.
2 of the returning players are from this season.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So like it can't be too bad for them to do that without us even knowing who the players are. I feel like it can't be too bad.
No,
Do you just
But
airport ramp agent. That's NBA. Oh, M as in Mancy. A career coach. I thought it was NBA. I'm like, you're a basketball career coach? That's cool.
That'd be way cooler. So speaking of the people returning 50, I want to do a bet on who we think's going to be the returning players before we even see the season.
Your mother.
For you, Nick, just based on the pictures.
Okay. In that case, let me get the first 2, or let me pick them since I don't know any of them. And also, Jason is from Santa. Oh no, he lives in Santa Ana. His hometown is Anaheim.
There's one here from Walnut Creek. That's nearby.
big stretch.
I was gonna say Shannon Fairweather because 1, she's young. 2, based on what and I'll also go with Rizzo Volovic. The 2 of them. Because, so, based on what Brian was saying, they sound like real characters, and they also sound like people who are going to be button heads a little bit, and I think they want that.
Yeah, 50 is not like an all-stars season. It's a fan favorites season, so
Yeah.
these don't have to be good players.
Just looking at the other ones real quick based off name and everything else.
All right, Brian, you pick next. Pick 2 to be returning players.
Okay. But at first, I just want to say I think Rizgod is gonna just annoy the fuck out of everybody because he's 25, but he acts like he's 15.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's a man that has definitely said skibbity toilet at least once.
That's also
yes,
Annie, who's 49.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with Jason because he seemed like the most normal one out of all of the thing. He was a little conceited, but not like he didn't come off as a dick when he was like saying like I'm really smart. He was like explaining why he is, or how he's proving that he is. I don't know.
Okay.
But,
I gotta say, I really like his hair. In this photo, the hair is probably double the size of his head.
Yeah. His head is 40% hair.
Yeah, that's cool. Sorry, go on. Who's your second one?
I'm gonna pick Jake just because people are giant dicks to cops for no reason these days.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
not a cop, though. He's a
important-
correctional officer. It's very
Well,
different.
whatever. He's a law
And
enforcement person.
It's important to keep in mind that he's in, well, I was going to say he's Canadian, but he's apparently in St. Albert, Alberta, which means Alberta, if you don't know, if you're not Canadian, Alberta is the Texas of Canada. So he might be an ACAB. We don't know. But
also, he's still not a law enforcement officer. He's a correctional officer. He's an employee of a private company.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, correctional officer in my mind means somebody who works in a prison. And now let's be fair. You were saying a couple seasons ago that they have fudged the details on occupations in the past.
Yeah.
So maybe he is like, let's say he could be a chaplain at a prison, or he could be like a social worker at a prison, or something of the sort. So he may not be that bad. We don't know.
Plus, he's from the city Deadpool's from. So
Regina? Interesting.
Yeah.
That's really annoying that they decided to make Deadpool from Regina just because it sounds funny. Ugh. I gotta like Deadpool. Don't get me wrong. Deadpool is good and interesting, but what frustrates me very much about it, or the character and the thing, is as he's gotten more popular, he's gotten way less more interesting.
Yeah.
When they're like, random. It's like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
how dare you.
Apparently, though, what's it?
The show is really good. Yeah, and there's still I mean, just like Deadpool, there's still writers that write them well. But I feel like Harley Quinn today in most things is far afield from what she was created as. It's way more interesting.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the cartoon is really good, because it hits on her relationship with Joker. And
the movie.
Yeah.
God damn, Birds of Prey was such a great movie.
I have not seen that.
Birds of Prey is great. Get on that end.
No, it's great. Like,
I'll watch it.
We've talked in the past how I'm not much of a fan of fight scenes, because I'm like, all right, yeah, this guy's going to punch that guy and then whatever, and it's 80 million different cuts. But the fight scenes in this one are really well choreographed, and you have a real good sense of place, and there's people moving around. It was really great. There's a scene near the end, a fight scene near the end, where I was just watching it, and like in the theater, my jaw was like, wow, this is really well done. I love this. And I would never think that in the past. So yeah, Birds of Prey, it's a love letter to a sandwich also, which is really great.
Man, I can't remember what run it is, but there's an issue of New Gods where it's just Orion and Calabac fighting.
Oh yeah, you told me that about that one before.
It's a masterful storytelling piece of art, because it's just the fight, but it tells a story through the fight with no words, no other context. It's great. It's fantastic. I wish I could tell you what run, an episode, and author it is. I can't remember who the artist is. I think the artist was Walt Simonson. That sounds right.
The artist was your mother.
Oh, yeah. So we're gonna add 3 points this season to scoring. So before you draft, we're gonna still have these bets. These are originally bets. The touchy-feely $1 million and not here to make friends. We're still gonna do those bets for the bonus points. But if your player says something touchy-feely, or says something $1 million, or says they're not here to make friends, you will also get a single point for that. So if you get like the Venus of the season, who's just constantly talking about how these people suck and she's not here to make friends, rack them points up. And this also gives incentive to get the touchy-feely person too.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, you should probably make your choices.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go Matt. Matt, the return on season 50. Who else is like memorable-ish? The problem is you guys pick the other memorable people. I'm gonna choose MC. Why not? Because she's from San Diego, and San Diego is a fantastic, magical place.
I like that city. Yeah, it's nice.
All right, you guys want to draft?
I like it. Yeah, let's draft.
Let's go. Nick, who do you want? You got first. You. And by the way, so we do draft order based on last year's results. And I want to point out that you got the worst score of the season last season by 1 point because Brian had 74 and you had 73.
Yeah.
So you barely tanked enough for that number one pick.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take Stephen Rahm because he's a rocket scientist. And the thing about rocket science is it's not exactly brain surgery, but it's still pretty great.
I like that. Brian?
Yeah.
Let's go with my normal strategy, and I'll start with Savannah.
Going for the hot ladies. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Walnut Creek.
I am going to take Riz God. And then with my second pick, I'm going to take Matt Williams. I like Matt. Matt's one of the people, as we were watching, I was like, Matt seems like a cool dude. I'll go with that.
I like he's an airport ramp agent. That's just like a cool name for a job.
No, he started his career doing like stock market trading because he grew up, he was like, I want to do that, and so he did it, and he was like, this sucks. And he made a ton of money doing it though, so he just quit, and now he just does the airport ramp thing like for funsies.
Is airport ramp, that's the guy with the flashlights? I know they're not flashlights, but that signals where the plane goes.
No,
he throws luggage.
Yeah, he's a bag chucker.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He's like, I just want to do something with my hands and my body. Okay, cool.
Yeah, physical.
All right, Brian?
I thought you were going to pick him because of the baseball manager. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wait, I recognize that name. And then I looked it up just now. I'm like, yeah, that's it. Okay, anyway.
Matt Williams, former San Francisco
Giant, yeah.
Okay, yeah, 1989. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. All right, I'll go with Sophie Bellardi. Bellardi?
I thought for sure you were going to take Jeremiah Ing.
Oh, no, I'm going to take Jeremiah Ing.
Canadian!
Yeah. Not just... And I'm going to get the Canadian Monopoly because with my third and final pick, I'm going to take Jake Latimer.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was going to take Jake. Jake seems like a genuinely mediocre person, but he's buff as hell, so...
That I should get somebody off of Uli. If I was going to get anyone off of Uli, I think I would probably take Jawan Pitts because video editor, and I used to do that. It's kind of interesting that Jawan Pitts, video editor, and Nate Moore, film producer, are on the same tribe.
Hey, they can talk about video shit together. Nate Moore apparently he was listing what he worked on, and it was stuff I'd actually heard of.
I'm looking at Nicole Mazzulio, and I see that her occupation is listed as a financial crime consultant, and I'm wondering if that means she consults on how to do it or consults on the stopping thereof.
Yeah, Nate Moore is a Marvel Studios producer. Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Black Panther, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Eternals, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Brave New World.
No, neat.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take the controversial opinion. Brave New World was pretty okay.
You know what? I thought it was the best of the 3 MCU movies this year, to be honest.
I haven't watched an MCU movie in years.
Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts.
Okay, Thunderbolts I love. Thunderbolts was really good. I think so. I haven't watched Fantastic Four yet. I know I will, but I got to the point where it's going to come on to Disney Plus. I'm like, well, I may as well just wait for it now. I wanted to see it in theaters, but I love Thunderbolts.
It's still in theaters, but yeah, I like all of them. I'm just saying, I still think Brave New World was way better than people are giving it credit for.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I would say it's better than you're giving it credit for. I would still say it's like a B minus. But hey, you know what? I mean, B minus is good. I'd take a B minus. Yeah. All
right, Brian, what's your last pick?
I don't know. Let me see who we've taken already. Okay.
Take Annie.
Well, I fucking mouse flattened, huh?
Take Annie Davis.
No, I don't like her.
Fine.
Well, all right. I'll just stick with it. I'll go with Sage.
Sage.
I'm looking for. Oh, there's Sage.
said-
Roxborough, North Carolina. Clinical.
Maybe you
social
should have picked
worker.
somebody on Hina, but oh
Hina
well.
Hina. Let's see. I have somebody. I'll do this thing. I have somebody on Uli and I have somebody on Hina. So somebody on Kelly Kimaka. Not Nicole, not Jeremiah. No, Jeremiah's already taken. Jake's already taken. God damn, Canadian's gone. I don't want any. I guess I'll take Alex Moore.
Why didn't you take Annie, huh?
Because Alex
looking at-
and I have the same job. We're both communications directors.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm looking at
Except his
Sophie
says
Bolet.
political.
I don't want to talk about politics. Ever.
I'm looking at.
Exactly.
I'm looking at. Rawr. I'm looking at Sophie Bolardi. She's 27, born and raised, and lives currently in Miami, and has her thing listed as her occupation listed as entrepreneur. I have a feeling that she's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
If you're 27 and you're an entrepreneur, that means you are either broke or you come from a lot of money.
I think it's the latter. Based on what I remember from the video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who was it? Was like their first thing? Like I didn't struggle at all as a kid. I think it was
Was which one?
what I just said. What do you mean was which one?
It cut out. I didn't hear you.
So the one that said like I didn't struggle at all as a kid. It was,
Wow, you cut out again.
God damn it! The one who said I didn't struggle at all as a kid. It was awesome.
Oh, it was awesome. I thought you said who it was.
Oh, okay, yeah, you didn't cut out. We just thought you were saying.
I thought you were saying the name, but you didn't. You just said it's awesome.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, shit.
Wait. How do you confuse me saying the word awesome with not saying anything? I don't.
Because you
Logic
said
there.
it was and it's like autumn. It was autumn.
It was Alex? It was.
If you
Yeah.
mumble.
I
That's
don't
what I
know.
was saying. I think it was Alex that said that. But,
Okay. All
but
right.
you know what? I appreciate that because everybody else is usually like, oh, hard for me. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just
Yeah.
get to the point of the
Yeah. I mean, there's 18 people here, and I think 10 of them started the interview with my parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
My parents paid for everything. I'd be like, bitch.
Like, I know you're just 30, but you've been an adult for a little while now.
Yeah.
Tell me about your life. Nick, who's your Deadpool?
30 is the new 20. All right, Deadpool. My Deadpool. I actually am gonna. You know what? Let's go for the low hanging fruit. I'm gonna take Annie.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Brian?
Like I said earlier, it's got to be Riz God.
I'm writing Rizgod in all caps everywhere I need to. I'm going to pick Jeremiah. I think that blue trap's going to be a fucking mess. $1 million the Deadpool. Brian, who's going to be the first one to say $1 million challenge, $1 million decision, $1 million blah, 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 blah?
I'm gonna go with Matt because he's kind of a hippie.
Yeah, he's got $1 million probably. I'm going to say Sophie because she's going to talk about being $1 million entrepreneur. Nick?
Sorry, is that Segretti or Belardi?
B. Sophie B.
Okay. I will temporarily, until I learn if I like one or not, call her Sophie and call the other one Sophie.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just me. And if Sophie ends up being kind of a neat person, I will maybe change it up. But I don't think she will be. And you know, it's funny, Shannon, at least in this tiny little thumbnail, looks like a comedian that I'm aware of named Maria Blasucci. She was in the Goosebumps movie as one of the cops. She was a writer on that. It's kind of funny. Oh, sorry. I was saying funny. It's funny that she looks so much like Munderscore. Anyway, let's see. I don't know. $1 million person. I'm gonna take. I'll take Rizzo for that one if he's still available.
Yeah, he is. So turn the caps. Right in Riz God. Touchy Feely. Who's a touchy feely person? I get to go first. The wellness specialist seems like a one to do, but I'm gonna go maybe. Who's touchy? Man, I feel like if I'd have been paying more attention, I would get this one. But I'm gonna go with Annie. No, because Annie was like, "Fuck your feelings," in her interview.
Yeah, I mean, she lives in Texas.
I'm gonna do a counter pick. I'm gonna do Jake. The super buff correctional officer is gonna be touchy feely.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all throwaway choices. Nick.
Darts at a dartboard. I'll take Shannon then. Sure, why not?
All right.
She seems like a real fair weather.
Extremely unlikely.
Real fair.
Fair weather friend. Get it? Get it?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, that's her last name. Because I'm saying that because listeners may not have their full names in front of them.
I know there's just a picture of her face here, but you know how I know how Sophie Segretti's a hottie? Because she's from Damestown.
But
Brian, who's your touchy-feely Deadpool?
I'll go with Jawan.
Juwan. Can I change mine? I thought about it more.
Well,
All right, I'm going to pick Nicole. All right, who's not here to make friends, Nick?
Boy, but I don't know. We're all just throwing darts at a dartboard. So let's say, I don't know, Alex is not here to make friends.
He's a politician, or sorry, a political communications director. That makes sense.
Yeah, which side? Which side are we talking here?
I have no
The
idea.
good?
Brian?
Let's go with Nate because he's too old to make friends, obviously.
Man, I think I picked the oldest person on the season. Shit. On my team.
Nate's from Clovis.
All right,
That's
who's
Fresno.
who's not here to make friends? I don't know if it's Annie because she wants to be a punk rocker, or Jake because he's a correct. I'm gonna go with Jake. These are all my inmates. I'm not here to make friends with. All right. Next is Liz Poole. Who's gonna have a freak out? Let's change the order here. Brian, you go first.
How about Christina? Because we haven't mentioned her name at all yet.
There's a Christina in this season?
Yeah, Christina Mills. Houston, Texas, currently lives in Edmond, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, she was the one that had to bring up every single county in Oklahoma is red, but I'm a blue liberal.
We did talk about her because I thought she was an NBA career coach.
Oh, yeah.
We thought she had a cooler job than she really did. Liz Poole for me. Who's gonna freak the fuck out? Who's somebody who's usually in control but is gonna fucking lose it? I'm gonna go Sophie Belair. Sorry, Sophie.
Okay.
Nick?
So before I pick, who did you say were alternates? Jason, Sophie,
Sage, MC, and Jason.
Sophie, Sage, MC, and Jason. I'll take Jason then on the grounds that I think it's that bronze medal thing, where it's like you weren't supposed to be in the game, and so you didn't really get your hopes up, but now you're in it and you're super amped, and the minute something goes wrong, I think one of the four of them is gonna flip out. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys both picked women because you are showing off your internal misogyny. So I'm gonna pick a man because I am better than you. Because I'm a good person.
I like that. Now we have our over-under bets. We have the Jeff Hugger bet. How many people are going to hug Jeff this season? The over-under is at 2.5. Brian, you going over or under?
Under.
Under. Nick, you're next.
Was it over or under last season?
Oh God! Give me a minute. I can see it. I'm gonna pretend it's a big pain in the ass, but it's not that bad.
I'm gonna go with the opposite.
It was under last season.
All right, so I'm gonna go over. After a fat pope, a skinny one.
Over. I believe in love, so I'm gonna say over. Shot in the dark. Over under. How many people are gonna play a shot in the dark? The over under is at 1.5. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say over.
Yeah.
Nick.
I'm also going over.
It's Brian, you have to
So
go
I was gonna
under.
go under.
There we
I
go.
was going to anyway.
Over under 1.5 of our Deadpool selections are going to be in the final episode. We picked Annie, Rizgod, and Jeremiah. I feel like this is a pretty easy under, but let's see. Nick, you have over or under 1.5 of our Deadpool are going to be in the final episode.
So we need 2 in the Deadpool in order, or 2 in the final 3. Yeah, no,
Not in final 3, not in final tribal. 2 in the last episode. So 2 of the it's 5 or 6 when the last episode starts. So it's a decent chance. It's like a third of the cast make it to the last episode.
Yeah, a third of the cast, but we have we got 3 people. Yeah. No, I don't think so. One. I would say 1, but 2, no,
Under?
no,
Okay,
no
under.
chance.
Brian, what do you say?
Under.
I'm going to say over. I think we got some goats. We're taking some goats. We're going to shepherd them. Episode numbers. Brian, how long until there's an exciting new twist?
0.
Yeah, 0 does you well. I'm going to say... what do I think of the merge is? I think I'm going to try something new with the merge. Merge is episode 5. Nick?
For the exciting twist?
Yeah.
Honestly, here's the thing. I truly don't think there's going to be one because I think they're going to try and play this one as straight down the middle vanilla as they can, and then season 50 is where they're going to do a bunch of twists and stuff.
All right, so you want to say 0 as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's how I think maybe we should do it. Will there be a twist? You know what I mean? Because you having to name an episode, whereas we get to say no. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it should just be a yes, no.
Let's do, we'll move it to over under. Number of exciting new twists.
0.5.
Twists. Yeah, so the over under at 0.5. You guys are going to pick the under, I'll pick the over.
Yeah, I just think that's the fairest way because
I
they
agree.
haven't. When was the last time they had an exciting new twist?
I think
It's
we
been a
counted it when
couple.
they had the idols hanging in the cage. What else did we pick?
Yeah.
There's a couple
Yeah.
we've done some stuff that we've counted as exciting new twists.
Yeah, and they weren't really that exciting or twisty. So like that's why I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it a straight pass fail because it's just simpler.
All right, what
So-
episode? What, Brian?
I think for next season we're gonna have to change the Jeff Huggers number, like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to turn that up a little. What episode is Jeff going to say? Drop your buffs. Now this doesn't have to be. This isn't whoever's first. It's just if you pick this number and he says it on that episode, you're good. So if it's a tribe swap, you get points, and then later on, if somebody correctly guesses the merge, they get points too. But Jeff has to say during the episode, drop your buffs. I'm going to go with 3. No, that's too ambitious. 6. Nick?
Oh, okay. I am next. Sorry. I'm looking at the. Actually, I guess I don't need to look at their names anymore because we're betting on these. Boy, that makes me feel silly. So I haven't known when I was going because I was looking at the wrong thing. Anyway, the reason I said heh heh is because I was going to take 6, and then my thought process was, well, if he takes 6, I'll take 3, and then you said you were going to take 3, skipped that and took 6. So yeah.
So you're taking 3?
So no, I'm gonna take 7.
All right, late merge. I like it. Brian?
All right, I'm gonna take 3.
3?
Do this.
I was really hoping
One
you were going
tribe's
to take
gonna
1.
be. One tribe is gonna be absolute shit, and they're gonna have to make them switch it up.
Man, even if it's absolute shit, they let him get down to 3 before. That would still be... Yeah, I guess that would work. Okay. How long until we see an idol? This used to be a kind of Deadpool, but we're just gonna do. Yeah, this is a Deadpool. What episode does the first idol get found?
Well, I'm gonna say 1.
You can say 1.
The way that
Brian?
people are doing now, like people have been catching them on the first turn.
Yeah, but it's not getting the beware advantage. They have to have the idol in their hand.
Yeah, I think someone's gonna do it.
All right, Brian.
Dose.
I think they've been really good at letting people find advantages that become idols. And I think they're going to try and find a way to time gate it. Like, they try to hide it behind puzzles and stuff, but I think it's going to be like after 2 players get kicked out or whatever. So I'm going to say 4, actually. I think it's going to try. I think they're going to do their very best to make it show up as late as possible. I'm going to say 4. I should have said 3, but I'm going to say 4. And then our leftover bets. Is there going to be a double elimination in episode 1? I'm going to say no. Nick?
I too will say no.
Brian?
Okay, we have to eliminate this one then, because
You're
I'm
going to say no as well? All right, we're going to scratch this one out. You know what? Then I'll say yes. I'll say yes just to be contrarian.
Okay. I'm gonna say just for this season, because like there are times when it's gonna happen, but like I said, I think they're just gonna do straight play Survivor, so I don't think there will be.
I'll say yes just for Shiggis. Pick a winner. Brian, who's going to win?
Oh, I have to look at the people again.
I scroll up as you were saying it. Pick somebody we haven't talked about yet at all.
Yeah, I'm like, who did we say for the other bet?
Like Jawan Pitts. Jawan hasn't been picked for anything. Oh, no, Jawan's in the Touch If You the Deadpool.
Yeah, I picked him for that.
MC hasn't been picked for shit. You could pick MC.
Okay, I'll pick MC because
and she's an alternate, nice. But there are alternates who have won this game and come really close. Rachel Lamont was an alternate. Was she? I want to say she was.
Alternate does, like, when you think about it, alternate doesn't really mean anything. It just means that you are the 19th person. That's all it means. Yeah.
Or it means they're not, as flamboyant as the people they wanted to put on in the first place.
I'm going to pick Riz God.
Well, you took someone. Oh, I'm going to take someone from Kaylee then.
It's fine.
Just because that way we all got someone from a different thing. I'll take. No, I don't want to take anyone from that. I'll just take Sage. Why not?
All right, we're going to take Sage.
Young, looks to be in good shape. Clinical social worker, so it's got some kind of social skills. Sure, why not?
We already did our which players will make it to season 50. That's a whole other thing. And then we have our heel turn bet, which is one I don't like, but we're going to keep doing it anyway because we've been doing it for fucking 6 seasons now. Anybody have somebody they think is going to show up later as a...
I already took Rizzo.
All right.
Yeah.
We do have until Buff God. You're taking Shannon? I'm not going to pick anybody.
I don't think it's going to be later. I think it might be the first episode she does it.
I don't know. There's limited things that I think would count on the island for winning this bet. This is supposed to be like season's over, even maybe like 2 seasons later, and they do something stupid. Like sleep with a married castaway, or
she could
talk
just
about drinking their piss.
Racist,
Yeah. Like that's happened before, where there's been people who said and done stuff that was so bad and dumb that it's like
if you get kicked off the season for touching women, then this counts.
Yeah. There was a season where a guy got voted out organically, but before that, he was just being a real trash nerd at the council and was like, said to one of the other castmates, like, hey, let's just settle this right now. Are you gay, bro?
I don't remember that.
And this was a while ago. I just remember him, and they were like, oh my God. Yeah, it was rough. So anyway,
Or Varner outing Zeke.
Yeah, exactly.
That counts. That 100% counts. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Anyway. We're done with bets. Done with picking on tribes. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. I'm
Where are we going?
Fiji, motherfucker.
I'm out of gas and you need a jacket. Okay, cool. Well, then we will see everyone. I'm going to take my sweet time editing this one because we actually did this relatively on time, and the episode doesn't come out for a couple. So we'll see you guys after the premiere, and take care of them.
You know what I never expected to happen while doing this podcast is for Nick to quote fucking Wayne's World 2. I did not see that coming.
Why would I not? Honestly,
I don't know.
Nick's not a square. I know he pretends to be one, but he's not too square.
Season 2 is not better, or season 2, it's not better, but it's another one.
No, it's definitely not better, but it's also good, surprisingly.
Well, okay, here's the thing. All right, no, Wayne's World 1 is a fantastic movie. Not saying any problems there. But one of the things that they don't really talk about enough is that the first draft of the Wayne's World movie, it was Wayne and like 5 minutes of Garth. And Dana Carvey was just like, I would like to be in this movie a little bit more. It was very much a Wayne movie because Mike Myers wrote the Mike Myers movie to be starring Mike Myers. Whereas Wayne's World 2 is much more balanced because Dana Carvey was like, I would like to be involved more in the writing process this time. So from that point of view, I'm like, yeah, this is a pretty good one. Anyway, okay, we will stop talking about movies that are 30 years old now. So goodbye. All right, I got to get to bed, so I will see you
You
guys
might
later.
stop. I won't.
I'll stop for now. Anyway, all right.